Hello gamers and welcome to the Centurion AX video you've all been waiting for. This tank has recently gotten buffed and I promise it's gonna be a banger. Starting up we have Sand River Encounter. Because it's Encounter and because they have a lot of heavies, I like to go to the north side of the map thinking I might get some farm on the CD line. I mean, I want to try and play north. I don't know if it's gonna work out well though. Good pick, Mr. ABI. Oof. And he doesn't have a fire extinguisher. Epic. The best possible outcome from this engagement, that is. Since there is nobody playing high at D7, I decided to continue taking north. This allows me to do two things. One, I can shoot between the rocks. Two, I can take the elevated position on the outside of the hill. He's enjoying the AX. Well, let's say that a lot of his issues come down from shitty peaks, but at this moment in time, I have to be careful to end up in a crossfire between the VZ who can still pen my turret and the AMX 30B and a potentially still unspotted enemy such as the Eskung, the Lion or the Udes, which I'm not currently aware of. Once you have cleared the north, you can always come back to the position where I'm going to currently. From this position, you can one, shoot into the middle, shoot the back of the Kran and the AMX, or even shoot the TDs on the balcony. I don't think any of them will. Oh, you will. Oh yeah, I gotta keep going now. With the north being won, the AMX being dead, and all the TDs that could have been in the base spotted, it is now the time to overpush the Kran Valiant. When the E5 fires and bounces us, it is time to start closing the distance. We want to move in towards the enemy, towards the E5, towards the damage. We didn't penetrate their armor. Nice 1 HP though. With the E5 dead, it's time to wake up the 60 TP from its fever dream. Pushing past the E4 here makes sense if you want to have the maximum output in your game. You want to move towards the damage, which is now on the capture circle being the Udes and the Lion. Wonder if it will cost me at the long run or not. At this point, you just have to keep pushing for that maximum damage game. Even the Lion having a clip does not matter. You want to maximize the output and put yourself in the best possible position to damage both the Eskung or the Lion. Enemy vehicle destroyed. There it is, boys. The first 10k on the Centurion AX. Not even 11. Okay, dude. Could have been 9k. Could have been 12k too, dude. The fire helped though. The 1k fire definitely helped. Micro patch tomorrow to nerf it. Yeah. Smart. Micro patch tomorrow, boys. Listen, if it gets nerfed, it ain't my fault. Welcome to Murovanka. As a top tier medium here, I can decide to go to the forest or 1-2 line. I will only go forest if the majority of my team is going there. But if you notice the enemy team lineup, an E100, a 705A, and an M103 are a snack for a hold down medium like the Centurion AX if played correctly on 1-2 line in the position you'll see later. Going high here allows you to shoot the people back at C3 or even somebody peeking high at D3. It's also relatively safe against the push. Shit aim, striking again. Since all the enemies are playing close and currently there's nobody at the C3 location, I can move in closer into a crazy position, allowing me to farm these guys really easily. I mean, I used to have a high sleeper, they're pretty dank, but that's below it. Hello, Kevin. Pretty, it's very good for light. I don't know if it's very really good for anything from so far, Kevin. So far, all I've done on Oyster Bay is sightseeing. What's up, Jesse? That's also the only thing I've done. Thank you, Mrs. Savage. Plenty of water for Arya drones, so plenty of water for everybody to drown. You think Steven Hunter's having fun? Pushing north is something that you can do on this map, but you have to be careful about it. Looking at the enemy's lineup, they still have double TD, double light unspotted, and there's always the potential that they start pushing across the middle. When they do that, farming from the 3 line is the best possible choice you could go for. I aim for that. Yeah, I want to keep taking north, but like at the same time I don't want to. As you can see right now, if you pay attention to the minimap, the Skoda from my team is moving closer, the Renegade of the enemy team is moving further. This is a potential here to pick up a kill and make it a little bit more even in this battle. If you want to say shit aim, right now is your moment to say it, actually. After killing the Renegade, I decided to go back north. What does this allow me to do? I could pressure the Centurion AX, I could pressure the Skoda, but I can also shoot the AMBT on the outside. At this moment in time, with being down in kills, down in HP, I just want to farm as much as possible.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit.
Don't mind a bit of trading.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy is hit. We didn't even scratch them. We've damaged them. Enemy armor is damaged.
With the Skoda going on reload in a second, it is worth here to try and make a quick kill on him to bring the game a little bit closer and potentially to a win.
Enemy armor is hit. Crack hit. Got him.
Nice robbery there. With my HP not being super high anymore, neither that of my allies, I want to move back north. What does this allow me to do? Well, I expect the enemies to go for the S-Kong, which I can help, or to push the Skoda on the 2 line, which I can then cover from a hold down. At this point, we want to conserve our HP and maximize our output in any given scenario. From this position here, we can play from the bush, help the Kong, help the Skoda, punish enemies as we expect them to continue pushing.
Damage them. One of our tracks is damaged.
My boys, can you tell me where the radio is? Running away north will allow me to take another camo position to help out the Eskunk as he potentially gets pushed by the triangle and the MBT at the same time.
Enemy armor destroyed. Enemy is hit. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Again here, I wanted to run away after killing the triangle. However, the 50 TP actually caught me off guard by closing the distance super quickly. He was so fast, dude. Holy shit. He was so fast, dude. I guess we're beating our damage record today. Don't drown. Don't you dare drown, dude. Where is he?
Enemy armor is damaged.
Yeah, you don't make that. The game is alive, man.
Armor destroyed.
The game is alive. Not even 13, not even 13, dude. True. Not even 13. I think that's my damage record. Yeah, it is, because my previous one was 12,050 of all time. Imagine if I penned a few more shots to Charlie. I know what I'm saying. Imagine if I penned a few more U100 shots, yeah? I only farmed him for 2,281. I could have farmed him for 2,700. Welcome to Mannerheim Line. In general, I think you guys know that I like to go towards the south side of the map, especially in a hold-down medium that can play on turret. When you look at the enemy team lineup, you'll also notice that E100 and Mouse being very, very slow heavies, giving us the advantageous position of pushing up in the south really early. I always like going here, especially in a tank with a turret. It allows you to give shots to the heavies crossing over, the heavies coming close, and anybody that may be in your visual range.
Break their armor. We didn't even scratch them. Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration. Enemy
I love farming Amino though. One of the more enjoyable experiences. I got a though, I think, I'm not sure.
We've damaged them.
I mean, my Eskunk still has a lot of HP. You can play off of him for now.
Enemy is hit. Enemy vehicle destroyed. We've damaged
Yeah,
them.
lifting your gun there ain't gonna do much for me.
Enemy armor is hit.
Because he has big balls, I like it. With the crown being eliminated, my teammate VZ pushing up, I decided to take the opportunity as well to come closer. Nobody being close here to me allows me to play the hold on position freely.
Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration. We've damaged them.
Wait, the mouse, when the fuck did the mouse die? Like really, when did the mouse die? The VZ, unable to spot us, will allow us to take the water route. Now, the water route is very risky for you that may not be aware, but for us, we know the position pretty well. This allows us to push up to the VZ unspotted.
We've damaged them. Enemy armor is hit.
Throw down. Oh, wait.
Enemy is hit.
I still don't get it.
Frag hit. We fixed the frag. The turret controls are knackered. We can't turn it. Enemy is hit.
No turret, no problem, I guess.
We've damaged them. We fixed the turret, but it's turning slowly.
After killing the VZ, it's pretty normal here to continue down. Once you reach next to the mountain here, you can peek behind a slight part of grass which allows you to farm the TD position unspotted. Intuitioning to HE to the IV will allow us to maximize our damage output. The fact he's behind the trees means he cannot spot us, and once he's dead we could potentially push up in their base.
Enemy armor is hit. Got him.
There is an SUV there. You have one blind on the Udas now. I need another full pen on something. I said full pen, by the way. Not a half pen, a full pen. What a throw. If I don't get 10k here, it's going through. I have one blind, but that's not enough. I need one more shot. I'll just secure it, it's okay. Should be 10. Should be 10. Should be. I think I have one blind against the Udes. I think it should be. That's 3 10ks in one day. If I blind pen the Udes. If not, I was greedy. Yeah, there we go. We did blind pen the Udes. Very cool. That's 3 10ks in one day. The hat trick, dude. And the hat trick. 3 games, 30k damage? Yeah. I don't know, dude. Interesting session today. Dude, we almost lost it because of the greed against the Leo. Now, equipment setup on the Centurion AX. This is what I used on my press account, but it's also what I used on my personal account. I used the experimental turbo, tier 3. Now, if you don't have that, do not worry. A bounty turbo or a regular turbo in the boosted slot will also work. This is just nice to have because of the dispersion, but it will work without this as well. Then I have bond HP, do not worry. Regular HP works as well. At the end of the field mods, you just make sure that you have the boosted survivability slot. Then as the third equipment, we have the rammer with a rammer directive. Of course, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. Now for field mods on the Centurion AX. On medium tanks, we always take the left field mod. The reason why for this is pretty simple. The gun does not need more hull traverse or traverse speed or gun, whatever it is. You don't need the negatives from it. It doesn't really impact your tank, but you do want to take the minus 50% to damage ammo rack penalty and damaged engine penalty. This is basically what makes your tank still usable and capable of fighting, where without it you would not be. Then for the next field mod, we always take aiming circle size, as it just has a greater effect than dispersion, so that's a no-brainer. Then on the Centurion AX, we did take the +2 top reverse speed because it's also nice to have in combination with the turbo. Then on this one here, we did take the top forward speed. We lose a little bit of view range, however we are not too bothered by this whatsoever. And on the last field mod, we actually take neither of the two. As we are playing with HP, we don't need any of these whatsoever, and we are fine without it. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did playing the games. Do not forget to like, share, leave a comment down below. It all helps with the algorithm, and do not forget to check out the Twitch stream. I am live basically every day starting from 5 p.m. my time. So come on and hang out, say hello in the chat. Who knows, maybe you find a place that you like to stay.